Yes. Now, I want my sons today, okay? I want to use the courts. And I want the fraud removed, yes, from the courts. Now, it's fraudulent, yes, to say, well, I cannot go anywhere near the First Baptist Church at Sequim, Washington, yes. And then I see a picture of an individual that doesn't look like my son, yes, using my last name and committing the crime of paternity fraud, where each and every individual has obstructed me from being involved in the lives of my sons because they got paid to motion the court to say I was crazy. Now that church getting sued, as is the denomination, Ouch, Baptist. Woo. Now, you said I was cyber stalking. Yes. On June 16th, 2017, or earlier. Yes. I emailed the Port Townsend, Port Angeles, and Sequim Police Departments on November 15th, 2015, that my right to due process is being violated. Yes, that the petitioner didn't sign the protection order and you issued it for 10 years. Now my son Zachary, 5 months later, would have been 14 years old. And your whole plan, well, you issued it for 10 years. Now, every day, yes, that you obstruct my rights as a father, any individual that has gotten compensated, yes, is going to get sued. Now, let's say you're the parents of somebody that thought this was funny. You're not going to think it's funny. See, I have the expectation that parents would be stern with other parents. Yes. You would never allow your own children to be made fun of. It would be a form of bullying, wouldn't it? Schools, bullying. Could you get me the civil rights coordinators? Nope. Now, we have certain bullying laws in each and every school of the United States. Yes. Could you contact the Quilcene High School? Did Trey Batard think I was fucking stupid right now? You just won't accept that it was fraudulent wins when I had given you the actual birth dates of my sons. The WIAA, each and every newspaper where you printed Zachary's name. Yes. Now, as a father, I'm very stern with those adults that just don't want the lawsuit. Trish, as a superintendent of the Brennan School District, yes, I'd like you to find out if that person is actually Zachary Budnick. And was that woman sitting there on the ground a certificated teacher in the Brennan School District? For any Trish, why don't you ask Heidi? Was that Heidi sitting on the ground right there? Well, now, looks like you have teachers, yes, that are acting the imposter. Give me the State of Washington Office of Superintendent of Public Instruction. Now, when you have me arrested, and you say, well, I'm going to have a 1077, yes, and I'm in Port Angeles, Washington, on or about June 16th, 2017, and I sent about 1,500,000 emails, and this police department right now, Trish, ask Heidi who the fuck that is sitting on the ground. Now, there could be a problem with the teaching certificates of those in school districts. What would happen if you committed the crime of teacher fraud? You acted the part, but, well, there was a word called austerity. Yes. It's the word of the year in 2010. Does anybody remember the credit crisis? I remember it. Ooch, I lost my house to foreclosure. We moved to Airway Heights. Yes, we were married at austerity. I'm documenting the liberticide of my rights and the rights of my family, and you say it's not genocide. Well, every time that you make fun of the liberty of being a budneck, yes, all five sons, yes. Now, there's a big problem. Somebody's been destroying the liberty of being American citizens. Now, I got this from the book, the Genocide Book, and understand the state wants to study Holocaust. Why don't you just use that? The legal strictures against genocide constitute just coggins. Mhm. They are among the laws accepted and recognized by the international community of states as a whole, from which no derogation is permitted. When I realized, yes, that every individual known as individual nations, yes, has signed on to this concept of no derogation. I thought, well, I'm sorry, it's enforceable in every nation of the world. Derogation, it's one of those words where a stern adult man would demand yeah, no derogation. No, I don't know the actual meaning of it, but let's look it up in the Black's Law Dictionary. It might be, there is no excuse for the United States of America to allow for any paternity fraud. Yes, there is no excuse. There will be no derogation. Now let's see here. Derogation. Derivative. Oh. Derogation. The partial repeal or abrogation of a law by a later act. Disparagement. Ouch. Depreciation of value or estimation. Some argue that the derogation of family values has caused an increase in crime, detraction, prejudice, or destruction of a grant or right. An attorney may be punished for derogation from professional integrity. Now let's think about it. Ignoring of responsibility or duty. In derogation of your official duties as a police officer. See, this says